First of all, I wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate you considering helping the Build a Module translation effort. We've had several of our viewers offer to help with translations, and we just haven't had the tools available to help them do it effectively, but we do now. So I wanted to give you a quick tour of how the interface works for producing translations and also where you can find more information. So when you're ready to get started, a great place to begin learning more is by going to buildamodule.com/translate. Once you're here, there's some information on this page about what's being translated and ways that you might benefit from offering translation help. To get started, just send us an email with the language that you want to translate into and a little bit of information about yourself and why it is that you want to help translate. We'll get you set up with some basic information, and then we'll point you to this page. And I'm going to go ahead and go to another tab in my browser here. When this page is live, it will be at buildamodule.com/trans/main. On this page is a set of instructions near the top, and then below that, I'm going to scroll down, is a list of the videos that are available for translation. Each one of these lines is an individual video. You can tell how long the video is, and you can click this link, which is the video title, to open up the translating interface. This percentage will tell you how much of this video has been translated already, and you can click this video page link in order to go to the video in the main interface, that is, viewing the video just like you would if you were a member. At a glance, you can see which videos are completed because they have a green background, and which videos are in progress because they have a yellow background. When you begin translating, you'll assign yourself a chapter in one of the collections to commit to. That way you can work on translating that particular chapter without stepping on anybody else's toes. When you're ready to begin translating, just go ahead and click on a link for the video that you want to translate, and it will open up this page. At the top of the page is the video that you're translating. To the left is the English transcript for the video. To the right is where you're going to be inputting the translation. When you click on one of these gray lines, you'll see that the line is actually an input where you can type. When you click it, the text that you'll be translating appears on the top, and it also shows to the left here. The first line of every translation is the title of the video, and then the text of the video follows after that. As you're translating, there are a few keystrokes that will help you out. First of all, you can hit Tab in order to go to the next line, and you can click Shift Tab in order to go to the line before it. Notice that when you use Tab or Shift Tab, it highlights the entire text, and so you can click Backspace in order to completely clear the text and start from scratch. It can be helpful to listen to the video as you're translating it. So what you can do is press the Enter key, and it will begin playing the video, and you can press Enter again in order to stop the video. When you click Tab, it will jump the video to that place in the transcript. Notice I'm going to press Tab a few different times, and you can see that the play point here is moving to match up with the text that would be being spoken there. As you're translating a particular line, you can begin playing the video at the start of that line again by simply pressing the Escape key. As you work on each line, the transcript is saved progressively. You can see down here when we've changed a line. I'm going to go ahead and type a little bit. It says changed, and then when I move to the next line, it says saved again. When you're done translating a video, simply scroll to the bottom, you'll probably be at the bottom already, and click the Return to Video List button. Now if you scroll down and you look at the video that you were working on, the percentage here won't have changed. That's because it takes some processing power for our server to recompile the translations and to update this percentage so it doesn't happen automatically. But when you're ready to see your progress, and you're ready to render your translations into transcripts that will be used on the site, you can click this button here, and it will complete that process for you. Notice when it's done that you'll see how much of your language is completed. Right now it's 0% complete. That's because we only have 3 out of the 406 videos translated so far. And if we scroll down and look at our video, you see that the percentage here has changed from 13 to 17%. When you're ready to get started and you've sent us the email that contains your contact information and a little bit of information about why you want to translate, we'll send you a link to this shared Google document. And this will contain a list of all of the chapters in all of the video collections on buildamodule.com. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down on this page. Notice that we have Series Overview and quickly installing Drupal 7 and so on in this Build Your First Drupal 7 website collection. When you're ready to assign yourself a chapter, what you're going to do is simply remove this none and replace it with your username on buildamodule.com or your email address. I'm going to simply put learn@buildamodule.com. The purpose of this is to make sure that just one person is working on a chapter at a particular time. When you finish your chapter and you want to move on to another chapter, simply do the same thing. Go ahead and replace the none with your email address or username. I'm going to go ahead and jump back to the Build a Module website. Now, as soon as a language is 1% complete, that is about 6 or 7 of the videos have been transcribed, then it will show up in this translations menu, and people can choose what their preferred language is. Whenever there's a transcript that's been translated, that translation will be used. Otherwise, the English default will be used. Once again, thank you very much for your willingness to participate in this translation effort. It will help speakers of other languages learn Drupal much faster and will help to build Drupal training resources in many countries around the world that have a great need for Drupal talent. If you have any questions about the process, just go ahead and send an email to learn@buildamodule.com.